So, yeah, something like this. Bonding and anti-bonding. Okay. So, and again, for example, the H2 hydrogen. Okay, there are two hydrogen atoms react to each other. But the case is simple because the hydrogen only have one s orbital, right? So we just put the line here is 1s and is 1s. Okay, then you make the bonding and anti-bonding energy level. Then you have to put what? Fill in the electrons. Okay, and remember I told you when you need to fill in the electrons, you have to start from the lowest energy level. 从最低的能阶开始填起。Okay? Yeah, something like this. Okay, so yeah. So as here, this one, see sigma s. Okay, because this is head-to-head overlap. Because it's 1s, right? So head-to-head overlap, we call it formed a sigma bond. Okay, and but different phase mixed together, they will form the anti-bonding. Okay, but still because it's head-to-head, so it still is the sigma bonding. Okay, but usually we will put a star on the right top side. Okay. Okay. So if you see the star, okay, it means it's the anti-bonding. Okay, it means it's the anti-bonding. Okay, so yeah, I already mentioned all of this. Okay, then there is a term you need to know, bond order. Okay, bond order is the number of bonding electrons minus bonding number of anti-bonding electrons and divided by 2. Okay, for example, for the hydrogen, okay, there are 2 electrons, right, bonding at the bonding orbital, and there is no any electron at anti-bonding orbital. So the bond order is 2 minus 0 divided by 2. The bond order between 2 hydrogen atoms are 1. Okay? So, so if we use helium, okay, helium also, hydrogen and helium, right? Helium also at the first period of periodic table. Okay, so here the 1s, but they do have what? 2 electrons. Okay, wait. They mix 1 electron. Oh, it's helium plus. Okay, it's helium plus. So they will, when they combine together, they will produce a helium-2 plus. Okay, so the atomic number, the electron in the helium atomic orbital, there are 2 electrons, right? And here, this one is He plus, means they lost 1 electron. So that's why there is only 1 electron in Se here. Okay, so when they mix together, it's He2 plus. There are 3 electrons, and the fill-in starts from the lowest energy level. Okay, so 1, 2, and another is 1. Okay, so the bond order is not like this. Okay, there's something instead. The bond order is what? Bonding orbital here is 2, no problem. Okay, minus anti-bonding orbital, electron and anti-bonding orbital. Now it's what? It's 1. Okay, so for helium-2 plus, okay, the bond order is 0.5. But if So if we like to make the He2, then the case is He2 plus. Okay, but here if I would like to make He2, okay, so it means one helium has 2 electrons, one helium has 2 electrons, so produce the sigma and sigma 1s and sigma star on this, right? So I have 4 electrons, so I have to fill in 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so the bond order of He2 is zero. It's shown like this. Okay, so you can predict in nature, because bond order is the strength of the bond between two atoms. 键的强，键级就是它键的强度。So if you have the high order of bond order, means the bond is stronger. 键级越大，表示你的键是越强嘛。越强的时候，你要断掉它的不容易，不容易嘛 ，right？ 对不对？也就是说，它就是一个比较稳定的 compound。Okay, so we have to take a look at the one is He2, and another one is He2 plus. For He2 plus, the bond order is 0.5. Okay, for He2, the bond order is what? Is 0. So you can predict which one is stable. Is He2 or He2 plus is stable? 哪一个比较稳定？第二哪一个比较稳定 ？Which one is more stable? He 什么 He？ 我现在形成 He2 跟 He2 正。He2 怎么样？比较稳定啊？有听到老师在讲什么吗 ？What's the bond order? Bond order, I say, bond order is the strength of bonding， 就是键的强度嘛。Okay, the higher order 就是数字越大 ，the higher order of bond order means you have stronger bond. Okay, so if the molecule, the two atomic molecule 两个原子的双原子分子 ，okay, so if their bond order is big, is larger, means the bonding between two atoms are strong. So it's harder to break the bond, right? So it means this molecule is stable because it's not easy to break in the bond. Okay, based on this concept, let's come back to think of this question. Okay, so this is He2 plus, and this is He2. So my question, so He2 and He2 plus, which molecule is stable? Okay, because the bond order is 0.5, and this one is only what? Only 0. Okay, actually this part, the bond order I mentioned, in the chapter 13, right? Remember? Okay, so here, okay, same thing here. Okay. He2 plus, and what's this one? This is H2 plus. Okay, H2 plus means what? No, this is not right. This is not right. I think there is a mistake. This one no problem, right? Because as there are 2 electrons. right? But H plus is one electron. But here, if this is for hydrogen, it's plus, right? So it's not like this. I wonder why they make the big mistake like that. Okay. H2 plus. Okay. One means one is H, one is H plus, right? So they can make the H2 plus. Okay, and H, there is one electron in the s orbital, right? And if it's H, there is one electron in the orbital as well. But now it's H plus. H plus means they lost one electron. So suppose here, for H plus, there is no longer electron. Okay, so when you fit in the electron for H2 plus, okay, there is only one electron at the bonding orbital because there is no electron. Okay, it's 0. So the bond order is 1 minus 0 divided by 2 is 0.5. Okay, so here, make a mistake. Actually, there is only one electron, right? Okay, and here what? Here, there is no electron. Okay? Okay? So you needed to you needed to distinguish them. Okay? So lithium is at the second period, right? Okay, so there are 2 s because 1 s has been filled and the inside. Okay, so like this. So 1 s, they have one electron. So there are 2 electrons at what? At the sigma 2s. Okay, and this is lithium 2 molecule. So you can see the bond order is what? 2 minus 0 divided by 2 is only 1. So you can see the lithium 2 is stronger than what? H2 plus. It's stronger than He2 plus. Okay? Okay, so yeah. And this is what we already mentioned, pi, and what? Sigma. Okay? So yeah, PZ or PS or whatever which one, okay? But just only let you know the head-to-head is what? P orbital can make a sigma bonding and the sigma the anti-bonding, okay? Then pi can side by side you can produce the what? The pi bonding and the pi anti-bonding. So you just put a star on your top right hand side. Okay, so for example, boron. Okay, there is 2p. Okay, so 2p means, remember here, 1p can you produce the sigma and the sigma star, and the other 2p can make pi and the pi star. Okay, so totally you have what? Sigma star. Okay, it's 2p, and what? 2p pi and 2p pi star. Okay? Okay? So yeah, so here is the molecular orbital, the energy level diagram for B2. Okay? So 2s and 2s, they can what? They can make a sigma 2s and sigma 2s star. But p orbital can make what? Sigma 2p star, and what? Pi 2p and the pi star 2p. Okay? So, yeah. Okay, so bonding in diatomic molecule 就是双原子分子。Okay, homonuclear means 双原子分子，好，单一核。Okay, so here it will okay, has some influence of the molecules paramagnetism and diamagnetism. Okay. Paramagnetism means in your orbital there is or there are unpaired electrons. Unpaired. Okay? But the diamagnetism means the atomic orbital there is no unpaired electron. Means all are paired. 好 ，paramagnetic 就是什么？你有单一电子。Diamagnetic means 你没有单一电，你都是成对的 paired. Your electrons are paired. So since the electrons are paired, the net magnetic are zero because plus half and minus half is zero, right? But if you have unpaired electron, okay, means for example here is unpaired electron, okay? In molecular orbital in MO there is unpaired electron, so we can say oh H2 plus is the paramagnetic compound because there is unpaired electron. Okay? But if for H2, because I have 2 electrons, right? So when I fill into the H2, one spin up, one spin down. So they what? They cancel to each other. (电子在填的就是 spin up 跟 spin down， 所以它 total 是什么？是零。OK， 也就是说这里 there is no any unpaired electron. So for H2 is diamagnetic compound. OK， 这个叫逆值，这个叫顺值。OK， because if you have unpaired electron. Okay, unpaired electron means you didn't cancel each other, right? So it means you will because 电会生起。Okay, electron will produce magnetic field 会生一个磁场。So for the paramagnetism, magnetic compound, there is what? Magnetic property. 它有磁场，它有磁性。Okay, but for diamagnetic compound, because the spin has been cancelled, is equal to 0. So it without 没有 okay, magnetic properties. Okay, so diamagnetic compound there is no magnetic field. 它不会生起，因为它的电性被中和掉。But paramagnetic, since there is what? Unpaired electron.